How is this possible, whatever is happening here?
Is this a hen?
What is happening? No!
Dude, what?
What in the world?
Welcome to the next episode of the HUNTXP podcast. And here's going to be a fun one because we had so much fun doing a HUNTXP Reacts a couple weeks ago that we're like, heck, turkey season is almost here. Let's do it again. That's the optimistic story. The real story is we had some scheduling kerfuffles. Love that word. Kerfuffles. And Jonny, we had to reschedule some things, and we are here for the people. We are listening to this. And so you people demand content that is, just top notch all the time. And we will not deliver, but we will have some fun with you making some stuff. And we just have a lot of fun reacting to stuff. And Jonny, we're going to talk turkey hunting. We're just going to have some fun. Join us for this episode. We're going to react to what's in the news, react to some hot takes, maybe some turkey hunting videos down the line. You might need to bust out your television or YouTube channel to follow us along. But first, Jonny, how are you, man? What's good?
What is good? I'm be honest, I've been coaching a hockey tournament all weekend and I'm tired, but I'm excited to rip another episode. And I had a lot of fun doing the reacts last time with the whitetail hunting, so I'm pretty excited to do it again.
Yes, that was fun. If you haven't seen that episode, go enjoy it with us. It's fun. It's a good time. You were coaching hockey all week, and I was laid up sick. And then I feel like I got to tell the people the story of my knee because
I think you need to. Yeah,
they might be invested in my future mobility, particularly if I try to hike places for turkeys or mule deer in Idaho or otherwise. So my family chose to pass the winter time with skiing this year. And so we all got skis, hit the hills. My youngest, Jesse, 5-year-old, never skied before. We got him all the way from not even be able to stand up on the skis to bombing down the green, I don't know, the green
level?
Squares.
Level
green.
Yeah.
The green hills. People from Colorado are like, what are those? What is that?
We only have double black diamonds. So
our double black diamonds are their green zone out there in West, here in the Midwest. One of my favorite things about Jesse skiing is he still hasn't learned to put his arms down yet. So he flies like a bird down the ski slope and he's just balancing with his arms. She just hasn't picked up that you don't have to have your arms out. She's just like, why wouldn't you just put your arms out? Anyways, last day on Saturday of the season for us, at least. And last run, I'm like, Jesse, we're going on the jumps. We had done it before that day. We'd gone down. We'd kind of hit the softer jumps and had a lot of fun, caught a little air even. I had stuck out my poles for him to hang on to. So we hit it, go down the first one, catch a little air. We're just loving it, having tons of fun. And I'm like, you know what? On this next one, we're just going to send it. So I slowed us down a little bit, but we went towards the middle of the jump. If you've seen these on terrain parks, they have nice and easy ones on the side, but then the one in the middle has a little bit of a lip. I forgot about the lip. And so we went, and sure enough, we hit the lip and we were like skis up immediately. And I look over at Jesse and he's looking at me and he's just screaming like, Dad, you have ended my life. Why have you done this? He falls down. I'm not even paying attention to my own body because I'm trying to torque my 5-year-old to land somewhat gracefully.
Yeah.
And then I just go wham, just smack, and immediately felt my knee just crumple and shooting pain for a little bit. And then it subsided. And then I remembered that my 5-year-old had just fallen. Yep. So I got up and I was like, forget about yourself. Check on your 5-year-old who's precariously sitting under a jump now and about to get landed on by some punk snowboarder. So I moved him out of the way and immediately was like trying to walk and I was like half falling on my knee. But I made it down the hill, and so I've been laid up, got ice on it. I don't know if I tore something, strained something. I'm just hoping that it's not serious. Surgery hopefully is not in order anytime soon, and hopefully my backcountry aspirations are not in jeopardy.
Hopefully the biggest injury was just to your dignity and not to your actual knee.
My 38-year-old self, my pride has definitely died on that hill. It's just, it's done. My knee was probably not broken, but definitely my pride was just demolished.
Destroyed in that moment.
Destroyed. There you go. Yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. Hopefully I won't be having surgery or anything like that before season next year or before turkey season or anything. But
yeah.
Turkey hunting, Turkey Reacts episode. One more thing before we get into this stuff. I have another surprise for you, Johnny. It might not be so much a surprise, but a sweet piece of gear one of our new partners sent us, and it's turkey related, so I want to get your reaction to it. We'll start with a gear reaction from Johnny.
Hold on
just a second. This, ladies and gentlemen, did you see me like hobbling over to this thing?
Yes, I did. It was very noticeable.
Ridiculous. This, my friends, is Tidewee's latest turkey vest.
Nice.
This is a modular turkey vest. I'm loving this so far. Pretty sweet. So our friends at Tidewee sent this to us. The turkey vest I had been rocking was like, I literally the day before season ran to Cabela's, raided the discount rack, and the only turkey vest they had was a redhead turkey vest that was like triple XL. So I've had like a super oversized one.
It's too big.
Last year we got to test the M3 from Tethered, which they no longer make anymore, but Johnny's going to have that one. But this one I'm just stoked about. Tidewee does such an awesome job with these. I feel like this is some of their sweet spot of gear that they do. So let me break it down. A couple things that I love about it so far. You got the pockets on the side. So these deep pocket for your sandwiches. Remember?
The sandwiches, yeah.
The sandwiches, essential bullets, that sort of thing. So in these internal pockets, you've got like your shell rack and plenty of space down there to hold whatever gear. So my approach with turkey hunting is I like to set off in the morning and run and gun pretty much all day and not have to go back and grab much gear. So if I can stuff stuff in these pockets to have with me for the morning, that's great. One of the key features of this is their modular webbing on this. So they got these straps and they've got this system with these different components. So this is like the mouth call component.
Yep.
With the little slots for it, with the breathable webbing in there. And they got this so you can just slide these through the loops here and you can position them wherever you want. So you can put your box call either up on these, or they have all of these kind of webbing along the side on both sides. So you can put this in whatever setup you want. So I got my box call, custom box call from Burley Company.
That's right.
Chilling right here. Got my strikers for my slate call there, and we'll have it all equipped, super adjustable on the sides. So it's like if you're got some girth to you, or you hunt and you got some colder days where you got some more layers, total adjustability. Back here we got the orange to pull out after you tag a bird, just for safety. But what I love about this multi-purpose, they made this a towel. So they made this like something that you could actually like wipe your gun off with.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those flags are that kind of, I don't know, that polyester material.
Yeah.
But this flag is like, they designed this to be used for other purposes primarily, and a flag every once in a while. And I really appreciate that attention to detail and that knowledge of hunters. Like, why not use a throwaway item like a blaze orange strip like that that you might use occasionally and create something valuable out of it, like a towel?
Yes.
For wiping your bloody hands off, got a lot of other components here. You got a space for hydration, pocket right in the back there to add in if you want. And then obviously a great place. This I really appreciate with these. They have both options. So they have this as a magnetic option to be able to just flap this back up and reattach with the magnetic pieces like that. I really like that. And then they also have a clip here to clip in to the bottom of this side so you can secure it. So if you're walking, this isn't going to keep flapping down if it doesn't hit the magnets, which sometimes happens if you have that option.
Yep.
And what this is designed to do is once you put it down, you can clip this on your front and then like zip it up tight, and the whole vest becomes kind of one of those stadium seating type things where you get some reinforcement in the back. So just a sick overall vest. Super excited to test it out. I forgot to mention there's plenty of storage, not only for the turkey back here or a decoy if you're running that, but if you zip this open, you basically got a backpack pouch in there as well. I'm sure there's some features I forgot. We'll put a link down in the description for that one. If you're in the market for a turkey vest, man, that's one of your best options out there, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be sweet to see you to field test it and get your reaction after that.
Yes. What do you think of it? Anything stood out to you?
I mean, I think it looks great. I think one of the things that I appreciate that my vest does not have, but I know I can buy the attachment for it, but the pouch for the decoy or the bird in the back, I think that's super handy to have, especially if you're deep in on public or deep in on private, wherever you might be.
Yeah.
People underestimate how annoying it is to carry a bird a long way. And when you can throw it, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, dude, totally. They're awkward things to carry.
Yeah, and they're big.
You can string them over your back and they're big. I mean, it's great to just toss them in there.
Yeah.
And, I know all the, hardcore folks, we'll get into this maybe a little bit, like the no decoy folks, which I appreciate. I've hunted that way and it's super fun.
Yep.
But most of the time I'm carrying around a Tom decoy or a Jake decoy when I'm running and gunning. And so to be able to fit a decoy like that in there, it's just awesome.
Super handy. Yep. Love it. I think it looks great.
Comes in 3 different colors. I think they have the Strata color pattern or camo pattern. They have like a leafier greeny pattern. And I went with that because I run a lot of like mossy oak bottomland. That's not what that pattern is, but it's very similar. So
I actually thought at first glance, until I looked closer, I thought it was right away. So yeah, I think it does look pretty similar.
Yeah. It's in that vein of kind of tree bark camo.
Yep.
All right, man. It's time.
Let's do some
reactions.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's react to stuff. Like, let's get in it.
Let's react.
Let's react. All right. You want to start with news?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you did react to gear, but let's start with news. All right. Here we go. First one up. Wild turkey DNA project.
Researchers, Jurassic Park already.
We might be hunting raptors soon if they're successful here.
Here we go.
I don't think it's that kind of project.
Okay.
But, researchers from the Wild Turkey Lab and National Wild Turkey Foundation are asking hunters to send tissue samples from harvested birds as a part of a nationwide genetics project. Early testing has already found some wild turkeys with domestic turkey genetics and unusual feather colors. And scientists are also seeing low genetic diversity and signs of inbreeding in some populations. The project hopes to understand how hybridization and genetics could affect future wild turkey populations.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Interesting. Had never considered that. So are part of it, are they saying like, turkeys from a farm or from a store, as far as like people who raise turkeys, they are starting to mix in?
Yeah, if I'm putting the pieces together here, I think that there has been a growing curiosity about how purebred, if you will, our wild turkey populations are.
Yeah.
And so they're setting out to do this DNA project by sending in kill samples to determine through genetic testing how much infiltration, if you will, of domestic turkeys there are in the wild turkey population, and how much inbreeding within family systems and stuff, because that can have an effect on the resiliency of the species. Occasionally there's turkeys that almost looks like peacocks. And they're not like the ones in Mexico. They're not the Osceolas. They're just kind of rare iterations of some genetic, either specific inbreeding or some genetic expression.
Well, there was I know a couple of years ago, there was a turkey running around on some public land that a lot of people had sightings of and trail camera pictures of. And it was honestly like a turkey that you buy from L&M, like that you buy. And it was out in the wild. Like it must have escaped, and it was doing turkey things. It was like, it was chasing hens around. It was doing things a turkey would do. So I guarantee that turkey bred some hens and mixed in its domestic genetics as well. As far as the inbreeding piece goes, I feel like, you could see that happening, because I can only think of like my property where I kind of have a bead on the flock a little bit. And, there's these resident hens that I've seen over the years that they're bearded hens and very distinguishable, and they've been around the property for a while. And, you'd imagine that they have their poults each year. And then at the same time, there's these toms that hang around on my property that I get pictures of and I see. And I mean, after a while, I'm sure there's some inbreeding going on because they stay locally on the property.
Yeah. I think it's probably a byproduct of low population in a particular area where there's just biological drive that transcends.
Right.
We don't need to get into the details. People get it.
Yes.
It reminds me that we last year where I hunt had a albino turkey around that there were sightings of, which I don't think has anything necessarily to do with this, but maybe if they're breeding with farm turkeys, they're straight white. However, I think it's dead, but there's like a 10% hope in my mind that it's not.
Yes.
And it just appears over the ridge. And I'm like, here we go.
Here we go, baby.
What? You're going on my wall.
That's right.
All right. Number 2, some states predicting tougher turkey seasons. So we talked about this with Roy a little bit, but wildlife officials in Virginia say that 2026 spring turkey season could be tougher than usual. The key indicator biologists watch, the poult per hen ratio, dropped to about 1.3.
Okay.
That seems super low.
Isn't it typically like 2.2? I mean, 2 something.
I think that's what I've heard, which is one of the lowest recent reproduction rates.
Yeah.
Experts say poor weather during nesting likely hurt the turkey production, which could lead to fewer birds available in the spring for Virginia hunters. So it's crazy how adverse weather events in times that we're not really in the woods affect our time in the woods, both with whitetail and with turkeys alike.
I mean, it makes total sense. If I can liken it to whitetails, like the last few winters up in northern Wisconsin were pretty mild. And we saw, it seems like, an increase in population and an increase in antler growth. Last year, it seemed like bucks had put on a lot of growth in their antlers because the weather was so mild. I mean, it obviously makes sense with turkeys as well. I feel like whenever I'll get pictures on my trails of a hen walking through with her poults. Man, I've seen some with like tons of poults.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I wonder what the average for Wisconsin is as far as poults per hen. Maybe it's similar, but I don't know if that's a nationwide average or just Virginia they were talking about that it's typically 2. But yeah, I'd be curious.
Well, we're going to find out, Johnny.
Sounds like you're searching it up right now.
2.0 is the ratio.
Got it.
So 2 poults survive per hens.
Oh, I see.
A stable population, like excellent year would be 4 of the hens' poults survive.
Yep.
And so Virginia is saying that because of those adverse weather events, it's down to like 1.3 is from the population that they've been tracking.
Yep.
I was laughing because I couldn't see what I was typing and it was really hard to type. So I basically asked Crockett, what's the average poults, POLTS, per H nationally with a B in there?
And Crockett was like, I'm used to JD typing and I understand.
I got this. See, Crockett can even handle dyslexia. Look at that.
Rachel calls poults dust bunnies. That's a fun fact. for you.
That's awesome.
And then they
look like little dust bunnies.
Yeah, when we see them on the side of the road or something, she always geeks out and she's like, "Look at the dust bunnies." That's how she talks too.
Very cute. Exact.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, number 3. You ready for number 3? Cicadas help turkey populations. Biologists say one surprising reason turkey numbers improved in some areas was in 2024, there was a cicada emergency.
Yes.
Did you know this?
I did.
Okay. Massive cicada hatch gave predators like raccoons and foxes easier meals, which meant fewer turkeys, nests of poults were eaten.
Wow.
That helped boost reproduction and could mean more 2-year-old gobblers available to hunt in 2026.
Heyo.
So if you were in a cicada area in 2024, there was a really strong year there. If you had a cicada emergency,
yes,
don't worry. It pans out for you if you're a turkey hunter because you're going to have more toms to shoot this year.
Yeah. Wow.
What do you think of that?
I think that's, I guess I didn't know raccoons and foxes fed on cicadas, but I imagine a raccoon was just living his best life up on those tree limbs, just eating cicadas like nobody's business.
You mean you didn't know that the raccoon and fox are the North American equivalent to Timon and Pumbaa?
Well,
you didn't know that,
dude. I was just about to, you interjected, but I was going to say, I imagine those raccoons up there like Timon and Pumbaa just putting those things on it. We are one mind. One mind
here, folks.
One mind.
The HUNTXP one mind.
That's exactly where my mind went.
Oh, man. Have you seen this meme flying around of these African guys talking about the translation of the Lion King song?
I have.
Have you seen this?
Yes.
So freaking funny.
Yes.
I don't know if it's true at all. They might be pulling us like this white guy's strings. And
I
just
hope
saying,
it's
actually,
true.
is it?
I hope it's true. Isn't it something like, it's a lion, there's a lion?
It's a lion, there's a lion.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's cool, man. The pedestrian hunter, or even the hunter who is a little bit more invested, like someone listening to this podcast or you and I.
Yeah.
We still think one season at a time often.
Yes.
And there are huge biological factors that affect how things will come. I've noticed in landowners like yourself or other landowners, land managers that I know, whether it's a small piece or a big piece, they are much more mindful of this sort of thing. Like, 2 years from now, we might have a really good situation. All right, number 4. Turkeys dramatically change behavior when hunting season starts. All right, let's hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
New telemetry studies. Do you know what that is? Telemetry studies?
Is that like mind reading?
Okay, I got to figure out what a telemetry study is before we proceed here.
I hope it's not mind reading, and I just sound like an idiot for saying that.
That's telepathy.
Telepathy. Yes.
Telepathy. Okay, so in wildlife research, an animal like a turkey or a deer is fitted with a small transmitter or GPS tag. So it's GPS tracking.
So not mind reading.
Telemetry. 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 Telemetry.
We'll go with that.
Telemetry. You biologists out there, you correct us. All right. A new telemetry study shows gobblers react quickly when hunting pressure begins. Researchers found that once turkey season opens, male turkeys can shrink their home range by 65%.
Wow.
Staying closer to the roost areas and avoiding open areas and roads where hunters are likely to encounter them.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right? All of a sudden, it's just like deer season in Wisconsin or wherever, where you're used to like not seeing a ton of people, and then all of a sudden on one day you're like, there's way more car doors slamming. Why are there people everywhere? I'm gonna stay close to my bedding area or not move as much during daylight hours. And I think for a turkey, the same thing. All of a sudden, there's a ton of pressure going on. I'm gonna stick tight. At least that's how my mind operates as far as what they might be thinking or doing or reacting.
Yeah. I'm going to say yes. And my and is that it might also be because of the season. Hunting season coincides with the breeding season.
Yeah.
And I would think then naturally, if they have a harem, their home range is going to tighten around those birds in particular, or their movement's going to tighten. So yeah, totally, for all the reasons you just mentioned and the logical reasons of just they're wise birds and their main instinct is to stay alive. So they're not going to move around as much. And I think their biological impulses may dictate that their home range becomes smaller unless they're chasing other hens.
Agree wholeheartedly. I also, I think too, like where if you were a tom searching for a hen, if you didn't have a harem or anything, you're like, well, I'm going to go to where they roost and I'm going to stick near to that too. That makes
How
sense.
do you think, what do you think that means for a public land hunter? That revelation, like 65% reduction in their range. If you were scouting them before.
Yeah. Find the roost, roost a bird, you know, make sure you mark and know some roosting areas and try to get in tight to those.
Yeah.
I had an interesting interaction with some turkeys this winter. And I just wondered about it too. Having a bit of a wildlife biology background, I was like, it just made me go, I wonder why that is. Because I feed deer around my woods in the winter, and turkeys inevitably make their way to those spots too. And it was one of those weeks where it was like -30, like just insanely cold. And normally when I'm going to feed, if there are turkeys around, I get within, let's say 40, 50 yards through the woods, then they see me and boom, they all scatter. There was 2 toms that were feeding and they looked up and they saw me and they let me get like right on them, like 10 yards. And and then they slowly walked off and I dumped the food, which was legal, and they came right back. And I was like just 10 yards away. And I'm like, I've never had this interaction with a wild turkey. Normally they see you and they boogie. And then they come back after they feel like it's safe. But I don't know if it was just like, one, they're patterned to the food and they're like, this guy's not going to harm me. He's been feeding me for a few weeks now. Or if they're like, it's so freaking cold, I need to conserve my energy. And I'm just going to I'm going to risk it, hoping you're going to feed me, and I'm just going to hang out.
They were just so hungry. They were ready to eat you.
They were
like, let's jump this guy.
Correct.
He's got corn.
One had a crazy look in its eyes, and I was like, hey, settle down.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I was thinking that we've talked about you got to be in their bubble. Yeah. So like if you observed, you're a public land hunter or a hunter before, and let's just say they do condense 65%, they might pre-hunting been willing to travel much further, and it just stresses the point of needing to roost them or being a little bit aggressive and getting inside the bubble where that bubble we've talked about being 100 to 75 yards.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's our news. Do you have a piece of news to react to as our finale?
I have something interesting.
You set that up like a antique roadshow object or something.
Yes.
Look at this piece that I've found.
Okay. All right.
What do you got for us?
This comes from Florida. One of the worst turkey poaching cases of all time. Florida investigators say one man turned spring gobbler season into a full-blown killing spree, bragging online while racking up birds way beyond the legal limit. According to Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the suspect was identified through tips and social media posts, and the investigation grew into a multi-year case involving search warrants, digital evidence, and alleged armed trespass across multiple counties. FWC says they ultimately seized items including 156 pairs of turkey feet with spurs.
Oh my gosh.
55 beards, and 21 sets of deer antlers during the searches. FWC filed charges that include taking over the season bag limits for turkeys and deer, scheming to defraud, armed trespass, unlawful use of two-way communication device, and cheating. I don't know what that means.
That's not illegal.
Cheating. They noted the judicial proceedings were still pending at the time of their release. The National Wild Turkey Federation summary of the case says that across the 2020 and 2021 spring turkey season, the adult suspect allegedly killed 47 turkeys and his young son allegedly killed 10. As far as the fine and sentence, it is not released at this time. So it's from, obviously they were gathering information for a couple of years and they had data going back to 2020, 2021. But yeah, what do you think about that, big guy?
Well, I don't think we have an official award for the biggest loser yet on the HUNTXP podcast, but maybe we should have one, and he can be the first one to receive it because that's ridiculous.
It's bad. Also, he's right up there with the former conservation officer who was busted poaching a massive buck.
Well, in so many ways, it's different. I'm not going to say it's worse.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
The volume and the public, like putting it on social media. I mean, like how brazen and stupid. Yeah. I mean, like he's not even trying to. There's like you wonder if it's like he's just like, hey, he certainly almost seemed entitled. Like the way in which you're describing it, he seems entitled to these animals and trespassing. Honestly, I know the DNR works hard. And why did it take you that long? Like, we're talking 46 turkeys, and he posted like, why do you have to build all that? Like, why did it have to build to this huge case? Like, I don't really understand the legal approach to that, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But as a hunter, if I was a Floridian in that dude's area, that's a huge chunk of the population.
Yes.
By one dude.
Yeah.
And like, why did it have to be more than one if you had evidence otherwise?
That's true.
So I don't have the whole story, but that's my reaction. Like, why did we have to get to 46?
Well, well, your number was wrong. Actually, it's 47 and 10 from his son. That's 57 birds.
See, it's worse.
That's terrible.
It's worse.
Yeah. And I wonder in his mind, as someone posting these things online and ultimately setting just a horrible example for your young son. But I wonder if in his mind, he was just like one of those guys that's like, you know what? I don't give a crap about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do me. I'm just entitled to these birds.
Yeah.
I get to shoot them. It's my right. I'm just going to do it. And then he went off and did that. So yikes. I saw one comment because it was a news thing and then it was reposted on Facebook, and one comment, also bad, but the comment was like, what tactics was he using? Because he should teach me.
Someone's like 47.
How did he get that many birds?
Yeah.
Not the point, but
rifle.
Yeah, sure.
Trespassing.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Jeez.
I wonder if, I'm just speculating, night vision found a roost trees and just picking them off at night.
Yeah, dude. It's
who knows?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, gosh. What a rabbit hole. Horrible life choices. Should have listened to the HUNTXP podcast growing up.
Yes.
He would have known. Jeez, man.
Stupid.
It's time now to turn to hot takes reactions. So these are hot takes that have been generated by our AI we affectionately call Crockett. Yep. If you would like to access Crockett, just head on over to huntxp.com, put your emails in the emails thing, and we will send you through the wonders of electronic automation a link to Crockett.
Yes.
And you can start asking Crockett whatever the heck you want. Like, what are some hot takes and do we disagree with them? So here's hot take number 1.
Okay.
Most smart turkeys are just overcalled turkeys. What do you think?
Disagree.
Say more.
I think there's a whole lot we can do to mess up turkeys. And I think the more we've talked to other turkey hunters, like if you're not in their bubble and they're not fired up, they can be finicky. And if they don't see what they're looking for, or see something that tips them off, I don't necessarily think it's always overcalled turkeys. Now, can you educate a turkey by overcalling? Yes, but I don't know that all or most would be. Just my take.
I think that I disagree on the whole. I do think overcalling turkeys can educate turkeys. I think we underestimate the ongoing pressure of predators on turkeys to create smart turkeys. So I think the wise old gobbler mostly gets wise because of coyotes. And I think there are things that hunters do, whether it's movement, noise, or otherwise, in the actual hunting that are picked up on or perceived by toms in ways that we can't quite make connections with. There's been several times where I'll blame it on the calling, but I'll do the same calling sequence in another time and the gobbler will come right in. Sometimes the same bird the next day.
Sure.
And sometimes there's situations where the gobbler doesn't come in and I'm convinced he didn't see me, but there's just something off about the setup.
Yeah.
Like it's like they know the terrain they don't like. It's like they had a previous experience where we are or something like that, or there's factors that you can't quite tell. And I think there is so much, we have to remember that we're only in the woods a couple weeks.
Yeah.
These things are running from coyotes their whole lives. Or other predators their whole lives. So that's what I would say to that. There's a lot more that goes into a smart turkey than bad calling or over calling. But that's a part of it. All right. Private land turkeys are often easier than public land deer. You're like, what?
Private? Yes. Yes, they are.
Private land turkeys are often easier than public land deer.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean,
what about?
I'm thinking of like, when I think of like deer, my mind goes to mature buck right away. And I'm like,
sure.
Turkeys are way easier to kill, in my opinion, than mature buck.
Yep. Hands down. Well, let's just do it this way. Private land turkeys are easier to kill than public land turkeys.
My experience, yes, because, my experience is because I can watch them. Like I can watch my field, like the weeks leading up to turkey season, I have eyes on them. Whereas on public land, I don't have eyes on them. So I do kill turkeys on public land also, but that's more of like I just strike one up and then I got to make a game plan. Whereas on my property, I'm like, I'm pretty sure if I go here in the morning, they're going to pitch down into an area that's close and I'm going to get an opportunity.
Yep. I'll just take the territory we hunt in, the land we hunt in Wisconsin. Almost all private land with some public. And the public land we do hunt, we know that from the beginning to the end of the season, probably almost every day, there's going to be a truck parked there and someone's going to have a tag for that season and they're going to be hammering a call. And then on the private land, like we are a group and we're aware of like one or two other groups on some of the other pieces. And like that, the difference in pressure there is just totally different. It's not a totally different game, but you can palpably feel it when you're working birds on the public land where we hunt and private. So hands down. Hot take number 3 from Crockett. Shotguns have made turkey hunting too easy.
No, compared to like a what?
So if we go into more detail, like old school hunters had bead sights, 30-yard limits with old loads.
Got it.
Now, the technological advancement of shotguns, we should say in particular, but you could say shotguns broadly too, like TSS loads and the distances you can shoot, red dot sights and the ease of getting on a bird, 60-yard plus patterns. So,
well, then yes, it is been made easier as technology has advanced, which
the key is too easy. Too easy. Obviously easy. Too easy. Like, do you need to add in?
Got it.
Like should hunters add in, like it's kind of like the crossbow versus compound, should you add in as many technological advances to put everything in your favor, or is that just making it too easy?
I wouldn't say too easy. Not now. If studies start to show in a few years that the population is taking a massive hit because of legal hunting, then maybe they would say it's too easy. But I don't think it's too easy right now.
Yeah, I do think we're getting better at it as a population of
and
hunters.
I think it's gaining popularity too,
which just makes you know, more competition for the thing that we love to do. It's not out of control yet, but it's certainly there. All right, here's a hot take. Turkey hunting content has made people worse hunters.
No, I don't think so. I think it's probably made people better. I think it's probably also brought more people into it who are beginners, which, as you know, when you just start out in anything, you aren't amazing at it. But I wouldn't say it's made hunters worse. I don't know how it really could. So no, I don't think it has made hunters worse. What do you think?
Right? Yeah, I don't see a correlation there. Like I actually think it's improved turkey hunting.
Yeah.
Like I guess I kind of grew up turkey hunting. I hunted when I was a teenager for the first time. But like my dad didn't really like break down the tactics for me.
Yeah.
Like he did with like I started at 12 and grew up watching my dad hunt from as long as I can remember whitetails. But turkey hunting was something that he actually started later.
Yeah.
And so the information was necessary for me. So I think actually not right away, but when I came back to it in earnest in my 20s, consuming turkey content actually made me a better hunter.
Yeah.
Hands down, for sure. And even conversations we've had on this podcast, I guess you would loop into content. Like there's stuff people have said to us, whether it's Roy or Ben, who we've had on, that I'm like, yeah. For instance, tom decoys. I use tom decoys way more now because of some of the content that I've consumed.
Yeah.
My call sequences are different because of it.
Yep.
So, all right, that is Hot Takes Reacts. Do you want to find some hunting videos and react to them now? You guys ready to watch along with us and react along with us?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's find them. All right, we're going to search crazy turkey hunting video.
Okay. Ooh, here we go.
Ooh. Okay, this is okay. First of all, yes.
Let's go.
Yes. Okay.
My kind of guy.
I want one. Have you ever done anything like this, like moving decoy, or you're like hunting behind a decoy?
I have crawled behind a decoy before, but I have not worn a decoy on my head.
Yes.
I love it.
This is whitetail DNA. These are our friends.
Perfect. There we go.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Is this Alex?
I hope it's Alex.
I hope it's Alex. I don't know. Just let's go.
We're going to tag him anyway.
Well, look at him. He's like strutting with it and everything.
Oh, not a bad mouth gobble.
Okay, so he went with the quick draw, like Western style shot.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I feel like with this setup, you wouldn't really have much of another option unless you could get the gun up on your elbows sooner. But
dude, that was cool. What do you think? What do you think of the decoy hat?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think I want to do that sometime. It reminds me. I would love to. It would be really tricky. He's flying solo with a GoPro or something like that. If you're hunting with multiple people or you're trying to film it, it just makes it super challenging. But definitely have done that. I think Levi, who we've hunted with, actually had like one that you strap on a bow, which would be super fun.
Yeah, cool.
Or strap on a shotgun itself. So there you go. Nice work, Whitetail DNA.
Well, do the Bobcat. Bobcat attacks turkey decoys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Here we go. Ooh. Yes. Have you seen a bobcat turkey hunting before?
Not turkey.
Oh, yeah. He's just there to punch him.
Yeah.
Just a hit and run.
It was a hit and run. That's all it was. Have you... Watch it first.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. You got punched.
That's what Jakes deserve anyways.
Presumably you've called in a coyote before while you've been turkey hunting?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Same. I've never had one make it to the decoys, but I have called in coyotes before turkey hunting.
My brother Cody can do a really sweet coyote or something in distress call.
Oh, yeah.
On his actual mouth call.
Nice.
And sure enough, called one in and we had permits. Kaboom.
Perfect.
Ooh, close call
he
turkey.
Is in tight. Holy cow.
Whoa.
You can hear him spit.
Oh, purr.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, there's a spit. Oh, and then he shoots. Dude, he shot him.
I can't believe that.
Oh, that is close. I can't believe you can't hear his heart like pounding out of his chest right now.
Unbelievable.
Look at that. Did you see the That's awesome. You see the iridescence on that guy?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Like, that's super cool.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Wow.
Nice work, Kirk Price. Nice work, man. That's super fun.
That is awesome.
What would be your strategy? Like, assuming you got your gun up, like he must have had to like step out from the decoy and pop him.
I think you just have to do it real quick and try to get, I mean, you could darn near touch him with the barrel. So
now don't for a second believe that that's an easy shot.
No.
The closer they are at that range,
yes.
actually extremely hard shot to make right there.
I missed a turkey last season at super close range because I did not bury the bead and the pattern was so tight.
What is this? We're going to need
oh my gosh.
Reebok to start hunting shoe line.
How is this possible, whatever's happening here?
Is this a hen?
What is happening? No.
Dude, what?
What in the world?
Oh,
I don't understand.
That can't be. That cannot be.
Is that like
Is it a Jake?
Is it a wounded?
What is that?
Is it a wounded bird? Or like that can't be healthy.
No. And then he just punches
it.
Oh, no freaking way.
I don't understand.
That thing must just be like almost dead or something.
Something is up with that bird.
Like gut shot it or something like that. That's freaking wild, though.
Punched it.
Does it have a beard?
I can't. It doesn't look like it. But just to punch it in the back of the head.
Wow, that's crazy.
I would love to know the full story on that one.
Last night outdoors. Let us know what happened there. Jeez.
That is crazy.
Zombie gobbler raises from the dead.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, and then he shoots. That's perfect, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy.
When he goes to step on it, that's my favorite. Oh my gosh.
He's trying to like pat it down.
Yes.
Not gonna work, buddy.
We maybe you've seen this before or experienced this before, but duck hunting, we've had the dog brings the duck back and we threw it in the blind. This was at my house on my pond actually, and we have Ben's old 9-man blind on it. And threw it on the bench, and all of a sudden the duck stood up and was like drunk walking around in the blind like this. And I'm like, okay.
Like actual zombie.
Yes. And we had
laugh at that.
me and Kevin,
That's
and we
funny.
had our kids in there, and the kids were like, "What is going on?"
It lives.
It's like, Dad's gonna have to wring its neck real quick. Just look the other way.
Yeah. Gruesome but serious question.
Yeah.
What is your best strategy with turkeys when they're not fully expired and they're flapping? And
well, I do the step on the head, and if that doesn't work, then I grab and I really jar that neck until it breaks. So
like whip snap, or are you spinning?
I kind of give one spin and then just a down and up, and that's usually enough to break the neck. So
agreed.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate sometimes, but being like if you're on a field or something and there's very like soft soil, the head stomp's not gonna work for you.
Correct.
So,
and as you know, those of us who have grown up hunting, you do everything you can to dispatch of the bird quickly and ethically, even if it means you got to do that quick. So, yeah.
Even if you got to do it with your bare hands.
Correct.
If you got other methods you think are quicker or better, let us know. How about this one?
All right, here's the deal.
Who's this guy?
The theme of the day is
Did you see this one?
So we have permission on a place we've never been to before.
You haven't seen this?
No.
So we're gonna go kill him.
That's awesome.
When did you post this one?
A little bit ago. This is 2023.
Oh my gosh.
There's the old turkey vest, just
The
massive.
triple XL.
So let me explain. So this is me.
Yep.
2023. This is a chunk of property we had never gotten permission on before, and it had always been this like, oh gosh, there the Toms are again. And so finally, I'm like, I'm just gonna go talk to those guys.
Yeah.
And every time we'd come at the beginning of the season, they'd been like, I don't know. Yeah. When I'd asked for the whole season.
Sure.
And then I'm like, I'm going to try again. And there's literally turkeys right there. And I'm just going to go, I think I can convince this guy. So I was like, dude, can I go kill that Tom right there? Like the farmhouse was like, 200 yards below the field.
Yeah.
Like there they are, that Tom right there. Can I go kill that one?
Yep.
He's like, sure, go for it, man. I had him text me just for, confirmation and stuff. And we've had it ever since. Super cool guys, because I was so cool about it with them.
Yeah.
So then we just jet up there, and never been on this before. Closing light. They're out in the field. They're working their way back off, and there's a light rain. So the play is, it's like this big dome of a ridge, and they're on the other side of the ridge. So what Jordan is doing right now, who I'm hunting with, is he's crawling up with the Tom decoy.
Okay.
And then we're going to get back in the woods. And here's what happens. Just beautiful calling, right? Just beautiful calling.
Listen to them though.
They're hammering.
Oh.
Just sprinting in.
Oh no.
So my gun didn't work when I fired. So if you've ever had those shotguns where like you sometimes need to kind of give it a little bit more to like fully engage it. It had not fully engaged yet. So I put the bead on it as soon as it made it to the Tom decoy. And click. Then you heard me.
Yes.
I was like, still maintaining my, substitute curse words. Frick.
Yes.
But then I engaged it and popped it at about 40, I think, 40 yards by the time I popped it.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
Dude, did you hear my gun? Yeah. Did you hear it click? Yeah. I'm just like,
oh, that was a good one. This is a fun one. Jordan and I text about that all the time.
That's funny.
It's just so fun. We were having a tough day, and nothing came together for us. And we're like, you know what? Be aggressive. Go ask that guy. We can shoot that turkey.
Yes.
Go get it. And we did it. 20 minutes later, this happened.
Well done.
All right. I think it's time for our fave curl hunts. Okay, let's react to that. So this is Cole.
Yep.
Our dude Cole. And this happens. Check this out.
Oh no. Yep.
Yeah. I've watched this a couple of times, and it's super hard to see. And I'm not even going to be able to do it on YouTube here, but you can see just barely how that other one comes into frame or lines up with the other one right at the last minute. But
that's from the camera angle too. And it's like, Cole obviously didn't even see it.
Right.
But
if it's lining up for the camera angle, who knows how far?
Honestly, though, what you appreciate about this is like they could have easily never said a word about it, never posted it, but put the content out, did the right thing, talked to the warden. The warden was cool, recognized it was an honest mistake. I just think huge props to those boys for doing the right thing.
Yep. Do the right thing. That's what he's saying right there.
Do the right
that
thing.
Shot.
Yep. Do the right
Do
thing.
the right thing.
Yep.
They did the right thing. I remember the warden when they were talking to him saying, like, if you're out here long enough, you hunt long enough, crazy stuff happens, and you guys did the right thing to report it.
Yep.
100%. Yeah, here's them talking to the warden. But the good stuff happens here.
Different route and scout for
birds look at
along
this.
the way.
I looked up, there's a Tom walking away on the road.
Did you hear him gobble?
And he gobbled. You were watching your face up. And he gobbled. Is he running? No, he's walking away, gobbled. We're on public, aren't we?
Yeah, right.
I like how giddy they get.
I know.
These guys have killed so many turkeys.
Yes.
And Zach's like, there's a Tom.
Yeah.
It's like it's the first time he's seen a Tom. You know that you're addicted.
Yes.
Or you're a true lifelong hunter.
Yes.
When that kind of stuff
Don't
happens.
ever lose those feelings.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And it just gets better when you're with people you
look at his face there.
Why is he even going on? Which way do we see?
Kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
Kid in a candy store. So I think they get hung up here and move a little bit further in.
Yeah.
Okay, then they're finally set up on him here.
Zach's a little bit back behind them calling.
Yeah. It's a good strategy if you're hunting in a group. One cameraman, if you got someone who's a good caller, to get back a little bit.
Yep.
And get forward.
You want to draw
One
the
thing I love that
turkey's
they're doing-
attention past you as the hunter, not to you.
Yep. And they're using the topography in their favor too, in this way. Not only the cover, but from where they think the turkey is, which I think is down the valley. I'm sure Zach is situated, further back up the topography, so they know that the bird's going to want to come up where they can see him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting they couldn't tell exactly where the bird was because it was echoing through the canyon.
Yeah. Not something we flatlanders need to deal with that much in the Midwest.
No.
Yeah. Although, you get, it gets weird sometimes. I hunt in like bluff country, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It gets weird sometimes.
That's
or
true.
Hill country, but nothing like this. Yeah. Yep. It's great. Another move I really appreciate it here. It's so tempting. Like, these guys have been doing this so long that they have confidence in the distances.
Yeah.
I think when you're a young hunter, the first gobble you hear, you're like, get down, shut up, don't move.
Yes.
But like their ability to feel out where this Tom is and Curl's decision to tuck into the pine tree there is just such a vet move.
Yeah.
And he's putting back cover behind him, obviously cover all around him, but back cover, he's prioritizing over. He was in front of that limb was coming in front of him, but he was exposed behind him and he decided to tuck in. I just feel like those little details you don't catch unless you talk to these guys and you have enough experience in the field like this to notice what they're doing.
Yep.
Such a sick shot. Nice work, Cole.
Yes.
Nice work.
Almost looking down the barrel of the gun.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly when we talked to those guys. I remember Max saying the best shot you can get right over the right shoulder.
Right.
That's what you're seeing right here. Remind me what you call what Zach is doing there with the little, it's not a putt. Is that a putt? Like the little, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh gosh.
That little, that I don't know how to do.
I'm also bad at
I want
that.
to try to figure out how to do that this year. That.
Yep.
Like excited little putt. So good.
Shoot him. Come on, bird. Let's go. Heart pumping moments, right?
Curl's got veins of steel, man.
I do like how they pan back to Zach just to show what's going on too, like what he's up to during all that.
Yeah.
Just
it's a cool shot.
Yeah, the edits are sweet.
Coming soon here.
At some point, the bird shows up.
It happens. It will happen.
Little nose scratch. Why does your nose always itch? Right.
What? Always does. There it is.
Dusted.
Dumb.
20 gauge. Using a 20 gauge.
Yep.
You notice he's wearing the turkey hat he had on the other day?
Yep. Yeah. I love that that's in the field and on the podcast. Hey man, if you've never been turkey hunting with friends,
yes,
or if you've never been turkey hunting,
yes,
what's happening right now is one of the best parts about it.
It is so
particularly
fun.
If you're running and gunning.
Yeah.
Something unexpected happening, like seeing a tom when you're washing your face off, making a game plan, working the tom in with calls, and then it all come together. Like it's just this, it's really hard to beat that.
It's so fun.
Really hard to beat.
Fun.
He popped up, I saw him, and then he popped up, I saw him. You started calling, and I was like, he's going to gobble right there in front of me. Did you get him? Oh, yeah. Oh,
that was fun.
He had no idea. I could have I probably could have let him come and struggle a bit. But what are the odds?
I love the gobble and then take his head off.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Those guys are pros. That's so good. That country out there looks awesome. It'd be so fun to go out there.
Dude, Curl produces the best hunting content. Convince us otherwise.
Convince us otherwise. There you go. That is HUNTXP Reacts Turkey Edition. That was super fun.
It was really fun.
There's lots more out there. If there are things you would like us to react to, we would love to hear your stories. Send us your reels, all that sort of stuff. We'd love to connect with you about that stuff. Thanks for rolling in with us with this one. We'll be back in the future with some awesome guests. Hopefully we can get on the schedule and keep on the schedule for you all. We know life happens, but when life gives you lemon, you make some lemonade, and hopefully that's what we had tonight.
When life gives you lemons, you make react videos.
That's what you do.
Yep.
What you do.
That's right.
All right. Next time.
Behind the scenes bonus banter.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay.
You feeling better?
Yes, on that front. Yeah, for sure. Although I do feel a little like feverish again tonight. So maybe it's just whipping back around. I don't know, but it was a good week. I was out there. Started feeling it last Friday and then kept feeling it. And it got pretty bad like Friday, Saturday. So Thursday night, I was like, I could do this, but it would be great if I didn't have to. So.
That's the beauty of where we're at in our profession.
In our hobby.
Mm-hmm. Our professional hobby.
It's good. I was a part of a pastor training that said all healthy pastors need to have a restorative niche. I'm like, yeah, that's what this is. It's a restorative niche.
Yeah, niche.
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 But their definition for that was something that you want to learn more about or master, not necessarily something you have mastered, but want to like are challenged. And I'm like, well, that's hunting perpetually.
Sure. Yeah.
But also now podcasting and video stuff. And
yeah. I have
got the niche.
Got the niche. I've got
must be said that way.
It has to. I watched his most recent videos too, and they're just incredible.
Yeah.
That landscape where they shot those ones in Colorado is sweet.
Like it's like they could be in a VR set or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a movie set or something like that out west.
Yeah.
I immediately was like, gotta do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that seems like something we should do. Can you just buy tags over the counter in Colorado for turkeys?
Don't even know, man. I looked at it in Idaho. The Idaho tag's like 80. So if all goes well in Idaho and we want to do that again next year, 2027, we could totally, if time permits, obviously for you, do like you can just tag on. Once you have your $180 license, then you can tag like an $80 turkey tag on and different things. I'm sure it varies from state to state, but
you and I should do a turkey truck tour.
Here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to convince my buddy to let me host a turkey camp with you, because that's when Roy is coming through, is the end of May. Like over like the end of May would be so sick to invite Roy and some of those other guys from like Cole and stuff with.
That would be really fun.
I'm going to ease into it. I still have yet to actually hunt on his property. He just keeps waving it in front of me like that. So
that would be incredible.
But yeah, if you want to come to a Minnesota, that'd be a first step, man. Minnesota's probably not that hard to get. If you want to try to get a gun license over here, we could go hunt public, probably like a long weekend in the southeastern part of the state's probably the best for it.
Sounds great.
Okay, so I texted Dan and tried to confirm, but radio silence. So yeah. We'll find out. That was at 7:00. So I could see Dan just totally popping on and be like, let's go. What are we waiting for? What are you doing?
Why'd you text me?
Why haven't you asked me questions yet?
Yeah, that's true.
So this might be us shooting the breeze until 8:30. And then if it's crickets, we can do a turkey reaction video.
Yeah.
Off on the fly.
Cool.
I have a super embarrassing / funny story to tell you. So my family did skiing this year for our winter thing to stay sane.
Yeah.
And we went for our last time yesterday and just 60 degrees. Yeah. Awesome day.
Yep.
Jesse, our youngest, finally catching on. Like it's at the end of his, he went from not even being able to stand up on the skis to on his own down the green hills, So I'm like, let's finish with the jumps, Jesse. Let's do it. And there's this jumps that we had done before, like this terrain park we'd done before.
Yeah.
And I sometimes on the terrain park will put my skis out or my poles out next to me, and he'll just hang on to the poles and go down.
Sure.
And we had done it before. And and we had gone over, he had gotten a little air with me and everything early in the day. I'm like, oh, it was so fun. It was so sweet. And then I did the terrain park with Daniel and Rosie earlier, and I was getting air and stuff. I'm like, look at me, 38. Got this, got my HUNTXP swag on actually while I was doing it. I'm like, look at me, 38. So you know where this is going.
Yeah, I do.
Last run. I'm going down with Jesse. Just a little too much speed. And it's one of these jumps where it's nice, easy humps on the side with a little bit of a lip in the middle. I'm like, we're going to send it. We're going down the middle. So I slowed down to what I thought was acceptable, but I forgot about the lip, about the little thing that shoots your skis like that. And Jesse, 3 seconds before, just preemptively starts screaming, no! He just pops up. And of course, I'm trying to torque him back down, and I totally just land wrong, and my knee goes pop.
No.
And it wasn't a loud pop, but I hit the ground, skis off, grab my knee, just shooting pain for
my gosh,
for probably 10 seconds. And I'm for the first 5 seconds, I forgot that I had, my child next to me who also just fell off of a jump.
Yeah.
And more skiers were coming. So then I adrenaline kicked in. I got up, started walking over to him, and then collapsed because my knee I still don't know what's wrong with it. And picked him up. He's crying. He's like, my elbow. I'm like, I broke my child's wrist. I'm horrible fodder. This is ridiculous. You're so horrible, JD. He's fine, completely fine.
Yeah.
No bruises at all. He just, it was more of the experience.
For sure.
My knee though, maybe not fine. I haven't had serious pain. There are positions I cannot put weight on it yet. But I have pretty good range of motion. It didn't swell a ton. So I'm kind of fingers crossed that nothing completely popped.
Yeah.
Nothing completely, but I heard a crunch, and I don't know if it was my skis or just something kind of contorting. So it's super sore. This has kind of happened to me before. So
Yeah.
not the falling off the jump part. That was
Right.
just stupid. But
Yeah.
my knee. And, you know, we have the worst health insurance. So I'm kind of like, it's a wait and see game right now. Like I might wait to see if I can ease into running, ease into planting pretty well on it. And I might just wait until I hit my deductible on my insurance or have enough money to make my deductible on my insurance to go get an MRI or something.
Yeah.
But not my brightest moment.
You got like compression on it? Have you been putting any like a sleeve on it or anything?
Yeah, I've been basically, I'm not right now just because it was super itchy, but I basically have had a sleeve on it 24/7.
Okay.
Slept with, my hack was like a sleeve with light long johns or like long underwear. And I slid a ice pack under there all night and elevated it and seemed to do okay. But
little ibuprofen.
I did pop some ibuprofen, but again, it's really not painful.
Yeah. Just maybe
right now
feels like there's maybe just like weakness in it, or like you said, certain positions that you can't go.
Yeah. So if my foot is planted and I kind of like torque in, so it's my right foot. If I plant, torque in to like twist or like go out on that weight, just complete crumble. So I don't know what that is, or if it's just my body psychologically going like, nope, don't do that. Not right now.
Maybe
I'm not sure.
Maybe PCL if it's outside of your knee, posterior, or no, it's back, posterior, anterior.
What would be up front? I mean, most of the pain is like, if you're looking at the knee, or discomfort, it's really not pain.
Yeah.
Is like, you know, if I'm looking down at my right outer front or right outside
front. Okay.
Right leg, right outside. Yeah.
Does it feel, I mean, I'm definitely not a doctor or physical therapist. Yeah. Does it feel like it's like a cushion thing? Because you could have done like meniscus or something.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like weight bearing, when you put weight on it, like you have a little cushion under your knee, meniscus, and that's like that little cushion there, and that can tear or that's like
be affected.
Yeah, think of it like a little pillow under your knee between your joint.
Huh. Potentially. It's just like I can stand and put weight on it, but it's when it's weight and torque, then it just kind of like
there's all those little ligaments in there like ACL, PCL, MCL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I just strained it or teared it a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't catastrophic, and then I like immense pain for long periods of time. Can't walk on it. Like it was nothing like that.
That's good. Maybe you just jarred it and we're just old, so it takes us longer to recover.
I'm just banging on being old.
Let's just call it that. Let's call it that.
Yeah.
Age. An age injury. Yeah.
Randy, every time he talks to me, he's like, I listen to your podcast, man. It's fun. But stop talking about tactics. Just tell more stories. I just listen to the stories. I'm like, okay, Randy. He's like, I just like the stories. He's like, I'm old. I don't need to hunt anymore. I'm like, well, you're not really our target audience there, bud. But
sorry, Randy. Sorry to disappoint you, Randy.
Randy.
That even is your real name.
Probably Randolph or something. Jeez.
Stinking Randolph.
Randy.
So I got something funny. Wesley had his last hockey tournament of the year this year, and invited. It was a home tournament, but we brought like Proctor and Esco from Minnesota over, who are like, you know, hockey in Minnesota is way. It's the best in the country. Put it that way.
Yep.
So, you know, when you invite those teams, like they're probably gonna beat you up. Plus, they can skate with 10-year-olds. At the mite level, whereas in Wisconsin, we skate with 9-year-olds, and most 9-year-olds actually move up. It's just like Minnesota, Michigan, other states do that, which doesn't matter. But so, you know, you're going to play against bigger, older kids who live and breathe hockey. Yeah. So it's a great experience because we had a really, like we beat up on a lot of Wisconsin teams this year. And so we get we're anticipating like these two Minnesota teams are going to be for sure better, and they were. So we were hoping to make the third place game, and we did. And then we played this Hayward team that is super good too. We're going to be competitive with them for a long time, I think. But anyway, long story to say that after the game, the boys played maybe their best hockey of the whole season, the last game. And after, they were all crying. Like, we were like thrilled as coaches. They lost, but they were all sad. And they were sad because they had said like some of the kids on the other team were not very good sports. Like, we're saying inappropriate things to them. But whether that's true or not, I think the big part was like they really learned like what it means to be like in a super intense competitive game where your emotions run really high. And then you experience after the game that emotional like let off, which is classic in youth sports, right? But here's a funny sequence of pictures for you. So,
nice.
Hold on. Wesley, I don't know if you can see his face, but he's not looking very happy.
It's tough.
Okay.
Yep.
And then last picture, he broke down and he was crying.
That's like a time lapse of his emotions.
So one of the moms was taking our picture and she's like, Wesley, smile. And he wouldn't smile. And I said, it's okay if he can't take a happy picture. It's fine. Like it doesn't bother me. It's just, we've all been there. And as soon as I said that, the next picture, he's just crying. It was great though.
What a little competitor.
Yeah, we got a lot of competitors on that team. And he had one yesterday where we were losing to one of these teams that's super good, and it's like 6-2. It's like it's not a bad blowout, but he gets this shot in front of net. Goalie had went down to save another shot. Rebound pops to Wes. Goalie's on the ground on his face, and Wesley rips the shot. And the goalie like just picked up his leg. I think he was trying to get up. Picked up his leg, and it was like a scorpion kick over his head, and it hit the blade on his skate, and he saved it. And everyone was like, like went crazy because it was like he had no idea he had even saved the shot.
Yeah, but it turned out to be incredible.
It was incredible. Yeah. And then Wesley comes off. I'm like, bud, if you didn't have bad luck in front of goal, you wouldn't have any luck. And then again, just crying because he's like, I wanted that goal so bad. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay.
Dude, that's
like,
fun.
I'm like,
it's fun
you're
to be
8.
there for those moments.
Yeah. You're 8. It's okay. Get used to it.
8 years old is the perfect time to be in those highs and lows.
I agree. And I always say like, I don't care if you score another goal the rest of your life. I am incredibly proud of you when you play, as long as you play hard and with integrity. Like, I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
You know, he does. He plays incredibly hard all the time. So I'm very proud of him, but it's fun.
We can cut this out if you divulge trade secrets, but I'm very intrigued, mostly knowing soccer, not nearly as much as you do, but at least having a conceptual handle on it. What did you transfer from your soccer coaching that helped the guys be successful?
Man,
this is your first year doing it.
Yeah, right? Tactically, it's like the same as soccer as far as like what you would want to do. It's especially the same as like futsal or like 5-a-side soccer or indoor soccer. And so coaching the tactics it was like second nature because I've been coaching at a high level of soccer for so long. So that was really nice. So Kevin coaches with me.
What in particular? Like the way you defend, the way like
everything.
Triangle passing?
Yeah, passing patterns, the way you would set up around a goal. The patterns you would run and in soccer you'd call them runs, but like where you would want to position yourself, what should be open if the puck is in this area of the ice, what should be open is, so we really coached them up on passing a lot because we felt like what we experienced or what we saw was a lot of teams had like 1 or 2 really good skaters and really good players. And the tactic was like, get them the puck and watch them take as many kids on and score. And sometimes that works.
Yeah.
but we tried to develop, and I think we had like 8 really pretty solid players. I wouldn't say any superstars, but really solid players. And we just tried to like teach them the team concept of like, no, you pass the puck and you move the puck quickly, and then you kind of eliminate that other team's tactic because you're possessing the puck. And we only lost to one team from Wisconsin this year, and that was pretty good. It was awesome.
Did you find that the teams you lost to were playing similar game, like similar tactics?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like the ESCO team we just played yesterday, they knew how to play that game, and they had some superstars for sure.
Yeah.
We lost like 11-1, and one kid, a 10-year-old, had 9 goals. It was like, we can't stop him. He was like just bigger, faster, stronger, and more experienced.
Level.
And all you can do is tip your hat and say that kid's an incredible player.
Yeah.
But the game flow was pretty even. It was just like they were way more clinical in front of net.
Yeah. When I feel like we joke and say ice is the equalizer, but actually I think I would imagine it exaggerates skill level because it's not like a field. Like generally 8 to 10-year-olds are going to be in a speed range because they've been running their whole life.
Correct.
But stick handling and skates probably has a much bigger
for sure
gap capacity. Similar to, I guess, if you've been kicking a soccer ball around your whole life.
Yeah.
I remember that having coming into it, I'm like, the gap is huge.
Yeah.
Between kids who've been kicking a ball around their whole life and haven't.
Yeah. And you're right, though, the difference being like, you know how to run and you were athletic enough where you can be like, okay, I can at least hang until I catch up with some other stuff. But like kids that can really skate at this level, they set themselves apart right away. And again, it's like Wesley's second year of hockey, and he caught on super fast, and they grow and get better really fast. But you can still tell the kids who are comfortable on both edges of their skates and, all that stuff too. So, and then the stick handling part also. But
we got the Minnesota tournament going on. I think it was actually this
just
last
done.
weekend.
Yeah, just finished up.
Yeah, with the hair. It's awesome.
It was wild. I guess the game last night was at Minnetonka and Moorhead. Moorhead down 4-1 in the third period, came back, forced overtime, and won it.
I gotta watch the replays. I think it'd be fun to just go.
You should,
like we were talking about. Well, yeah. If you ever want to bring a crew down, I'm sure you guys probably have games the whole time. But
yeah, it'd be fun though.
We got a basement to crash in. We can go.
Well, that's what we did today. We were playing Menominee, and they're a good team down by Eau Claire, obviously, and we made some like really dumb mistakes on the front end, and we were down like 3-0 right away, and we were like, oh shoot. But then we got a goal back, and then with 5 minutes left, we stormed back and tied it up.
Ooh.
And that's what got us to the third place game, because we had the same record as them, but we had a better goal differential. So we moved on, and they got bounced. So, but it was like, I don't know, it's so intense. The comebacks and kids going crazy. It was so fun. Yeah.
That's so fun.
I never thought I would be a hockey dad or hockey coach either, but I always thought my kids would maybe play basketball because I played basketball, but I love it, man. It's great.
Yeah. I think, well, like you're saying, there's tons of similarities with soccer, and the seasons aren't conflictual, at least.
You're right.
Until you get, I knew Minnesota was a hockey state, but then when I moved here a couple of years, or like a while back, I remember I was in like Woodbury Community Center in the dead of August, and I walk inside, and there's just swarms of hockey players. I'm like,
it's your life,
constant.
It's your life down there.
It's all they do.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some kid noise from your direction. Finally, usually it's from my direction. Oh, Dan, maybe it was never meant to be.
That's okay.
He strikes me as a guy who's kind of like, if I feel like it, I will be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.